lying. I don't want to go to a meeting and feel like I'm lying. I need that to be my safe place.
That makes a lot of sense. So why, when you come out as gay and you come out as an alcoholic, and these are things that are real in your life, why? I mean, we look at like all the things Vicki went through, and you say you're friends with Tamra. I mean, why is it that people don't believe it when it's you? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things that happen to a lot of housewives back to back to back. Why was that the narrative?
I think there's a few reasons. One, it's the culture of Housewives, is people don't want to believe it. When Dorit's house got broken into, people thought she made it up. That's disgusting.
They did.
I think that's the culture. People hate watch. I think that's new. I don't recall this 15 years ago. Well, there wasn't Instagram as popular anyway. So I think there's a culture of hate watching. You know, you want to aspire to something, but you also want to see it brought down. And I don't understand the psychology behind it with the viewers. I don't know. I think for me, the coming out as a mother was really hard on women. Women don't want to see a woman living her best life. Like, you have children now. That's all you should do. I think there's a martyrdom in our society, especially with unhappiness with women. You know, they have to have a reason for being so unhappy, not changing their lives. And when they see women breaking out of that, they have to bring her down. Otherwise, their lives don't make sense.
Right, like just staying when they don't want to. Really,
yeah, or a lot of things. I think a lot of women are unhappy. You know, having children is very hard. And I think if you go into the mommy martyr syndrome, it's easier to pull other women down. I also think that there's a lot to be said about what Bravo airs. They get to pick and choose. So if they want that to be a storyline, oh, she's faking it for ratings, well, that's on them. If I was editing the show, I would have had an uplifting story about getting sober and living your best life. But they didn't want to go that route. So they gave airtime to another level. And it is what it is. Luckily, we do have social media. So it took me a couple years, but I do think people now believe I'm sober.
I think they believe that. I think they believe that you're gay. I think that, I think they do.
Yeah.
But I definitely think it took a minute.
It took
and a half.
Long fucking time. And yeah, that sucked, but I know my truth. I know it. And I think as long as you know who you are, cut out the noise.
Were you mad that like Bravo kind of was going with that narrative?
Yes. I mean, here's my PC answer. I'm so grateful for the opportunity. Thank you for the platform. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I've said that a million times. And although that is true, dude, that was fucked up. Like, what is wrong with you people? You equated two women having sex to eating raw fish. Not cool. Not cool. You said I was faking alcoholism. Not cool. Like, dude. No, lame. Oh, we're gay. We're a gay-friendly network. No, you're not. Like, I might get in trouble for this, but like, my coming out story was big and messy, and it didn't fit with the narrative that they wanted to push. So it's like, coming out isn't always simple.
No.
And they've recently cast, and I love this. I do love this, that Bravo finally has a same-sex couple in Miami. But it's like, that's more palpable. We can understand it. Famous couple, 2 kids. Julia's story is, I have a lot of respect for everything she's been through. She's an amazing woman. And I'm glad Bravo's done that. But you also need to give sort of some space, for some coming out stories aren't easy.
Right.
And it's not going to be, the Dubrows. I love that they accepted their children so amazingly. But that's not always the case. Not every kid has that experience. Coming out can be hard. Mine was hard. It wasn't all love and rainbows. So show that too. Because a lot of viewers are sitting at home somewhere, and it's not all good for them. So,
no, I get it. Well, also to that point, and I need to look at the actual language that they use. But, I believe they use the we've cast our first ever.
Oh, I saw the press release. Yeah. A bunch of people sent it to me because they were so angry. They were like, what the fuck? It says first LGBTQ. Now, let's be honest. I'm not the first LGBTQ. There have been other queer housewives. Ashley Darby. Barb wasn't a housewife, but, she's bi.
Well, I
Kim
mean,
Zolciak dated a woman. Candy has said that she has. So if we're
and
talking
not
about,
to keep it close to home, but Fernanda Rocha.
yeah, she wasn't a housewife, but she was cut down. She was supposed to be. She was cut out of the photo last minute. So there have been other LGBTQ housewives
Yes.
way before me. I wasn't even the first of that. So when they wrote the first LGBTQ, I was like, no. But you know what? That's straight washing because they wanted to give it to you in a palatable form. And that's sort of what Bravo does. They whitewash, they straight wash. And I mean, I've gone on tangents about this. But when a bunch of people sent that to me because they were like, what the hell? And I was like, I know, because I'm not even that. I'm the first lesbian housewife because Julia doesn't even identify as a lesbian. She identifies as bi, which is beautiful.
Right.
But to just sort of negate everything I'd gone through on camera and pretend like it didn't happen
earlier-ish,
like
1.5.
that hurt because I was like, wow, you're trying to erase me. And it's that straight erasure, yeah, that's the right word, straight erasure that was so hard. It was like, at least don't do that. They were the first gay couple, and that's beautiful, and we need more of that. And I hope we get a trans housewife soon. Let's keep going, don't stop with that. But for when they wrote that, it was like a middle finger to me. And all the other housewives that have come out as bi or queer.
And we had Lauren Foster in Miami, friend of. I think she was an official friend of way back in the day, like season 1, 2, 3, maybe.
Okay,
something like that. She's been on my show. Do you think so? When you say straight wash, what like Julia has a famous wife, Martina? This is a great way to present it. Is it that?
Yes.
Like, and just
this is something that Middle America can rally behind. It's like having your gay best friend who's a designer. We love that.
Right.
I think there's a lot of ways that we can handle homosexuality as a country that we're comfortable with. Julia's wife is a national treasure. So, okay, she's sport. That's something. Okay, even in my conservative household, I can rally behind that. I am married. I'm sleeping with a woman. I have 7 kids. Oh no, that's messy. We don't want that because that's bad. Women don't do that. I don't feel like I was cheating at all because I was very open about everything that was happening. But technically, I'm still married.
You are.
Yeah.
So you are. I don't know if that's even technical.
Like not even technically. So I still am. So I think it was just trying to make it more palatable, and I get it because it's a network that needs ratings. And let's be honest, it's struggling right now with that. So you don't want to tune any more long-term viewers out.
Right. It is struggling with that, which I have a question about that in a second. But yeah, and yes, everyone, and I think it's that everyone knows Martina, for 20 years, like she's gay. Like that's obvious. Like we all know that. Right. So it's not even like it is a same-sex couple, but in a way it's like a woman who's clearly a lesbian that we all know about for 30 years or whatever. Oh, yeah.
It's easier.
Yeah.
I do think Bravo needs to give more, just